Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good evening. So we are from Let's Movie Review 2003 Group 86. So my name is Raja Hazani binti Raja Muhammad Tamrin. My metric number is 195953.
My name is Siti Nama Sarah binti Muhammad Jani. My metric number is 19901. We are from Group 86 Movie Review 2003.
Hi, my name is Mizan Kamalina binti Juri. My matrix number is 198052. I am from Lex 2003 Movie Review Group 86.
Hi, my name is Mizan Kisina binti Juri. My matrix number is 197544. I'm from Lex 2003 Movie Review Group 86.
Hi, my name is Roy Ying. My matrix number is 197908. I'm from Lex 2003 Movie Review Group 86.
Hi, my name is Triumphant. My number metric is 198153. I'm from Lex 2003 Movie Review Group 86.
Hi, my name is Amir Aiman bin Muhammad Rizwan. I'm from Group 86, Lex 2003 Movie Review. My matrix number is 197535.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Azmin bin Muhammad Anwar. My metric number is 198141. I'm from Group 86, Lex 2003 Movie Review.
So it seems like everybody is not here. There's a missing people here. So it seems like two people is not coming today. Do you know who? Do you notice who is the person?
Deha, right?
Deha.
And Alina.
Oh, Neha and Aina.
Yeah, and
Neha and
Amina.
Aina absent today.
Why do they absent?
Deha is not feeling well.
Uh,
But Alina is in KL.
Cannot come here.
so I pray that they will get well soon. As soon as possible.
Yeah.
And siapa seorang ni?
Alina.
And Alina will arrive as soon as possible too.
So the two person who is not here is Nur Fatihah binti Pawi, which is her metric number is 196 and 720, while there is another one is Nur Alina Syafiqah binti Muhammad Nur Azdi, and her metric number is 197065. They're not coming today, so there's an excuse for them.
Okay, today we're gonna review about the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Okay, basically Dawn of Planet of the Apes is a 2014 American science fiction film directed by Matt Reeves and written by Mark Boombeck. And as usual, I want to tell you the stars in this movie. Andy Serkis, Jason Clarke, Gary Oldman, Kerry Russell, Toby Kebbell, and Cody Smith McPhee as their star. They act as apes, which they use a 3D Down Planet of the Apes was released in United States on July 2014 and was met with highly positive review, with critic praising its visual effect, story, direction, acting, musical score, action sequence, and emotional depth. It was also a box office success, grossing over $710 million worldwide. $710 million worldwide, and making it the 8th highest grossing film of 2014. The film received an Academy Award nomination for Best Visual Effect. It was also nominated for 8 Saturn Award, including Best Science Fiction Film, Best Director for Riff, and Best Supporting Actor for Serkis. Okay, next. I think that we gonna continue with plot.
Okay, so I will
Dekat sikit. Sorry.
I will tell you about plot of Dawn of the Planet. So 10 years after the pandemic of the deadly ALZ-113 virus, later called simian flu, the worldwide human population was drastically reduced, with only about 1 in 500 genetically immune to the virus. Meanwhile, the apes under the chimpanzee Caesar, all bestowed with genetically enhanced intelligence by the virus, have long established a colony in the Muir Woods near San Francisco. One day, a group of humans led by a man named Malcolm entered the apes' territory from San Francisco in search of a hydroelectric dam that would restore power to the city. An encounter by Caesar's son Blue Eyes and his friend Ash leads to the latest injury by a man named Carver. Malcolm managed to prevent further escalation while Caesar orders the humans to leave. Prompted by Koba, a scared bonobo who holds a grudge against humans for his mistreatment as a test subject, Caesar brings his army to the humans community at an unfinished tower as a display of strength. Caesar announces his intent to fight the humans if forced to, while demanding the humans to stay in their territory. Malcolm convinces his fellow leader, Dreyfus, to give him time to take a small team to the forest and reconcile with the apes so they can access the dam. He meets with Caesar, who allows them to work on their guns, on the generator, on the condition that they surrender their guns. As Malcolm, his wife Ellie, and son Alexander work, they bond with the apes. The fragile bonding is greatly helped when Ellie effectively treats Caesar's wife Cornelius' illness.
Next. Okay, next. I think that we're gonna continue with the actor.
Okay. For the cast of this movie, there's many actors and actresses for this movie, such as Andy Serkis as the Caesar, Toby Kebbell as the Koba, Kerry Russell as the Ellie, Terry Notary as the Rocket, Gary Oldman as the Dreyfus, Judy Greer as the Cornelia, Jason Clarke as Malcolm, Karen Conover as Maurice, Cody Smith as Alexander, Nick Thurston as Blue Eyes, Kix as Severo as Carver, and Dot Shaw as Ash. So today I'm going to tell you about Andy Serkis, which is in this movie. He's act as the Caesar. So Andy Serkis is an English film actor, director, and author. He is known for his performance capture roles comprising motion capture acting, animation, voice work for such computer-generated characters as Gollum in the Lord of the Rings film. Unexpected Journey, the eponymous King Kong in the 2005 film Caesar and Rise. So, the Andy Serkis has performed in many movies before. He is also a British. He also was nominated for a BAFTA award for his portrayal of new wave and punk rock musician Landry in the biopic Drugs and Rock and Roll. In 2015, he had a small role in Avengers, which is the Age of Ultron. Serkis has his own motion capture workshop, the Imagine Studios in London, which he will use for his directorial debut as he is a director. So next, I will tell you about the Toby Kebbell. In this movie, Toby Kebbell acts as the Koba. Toby Kebbell was born in 1982 in Porterfield, Yorkshire. He then moved to Nottinghamshire when he grew up, where at his age of 17, he joined the Central Television Workshop in Nottingham. Toby's breakthrough came when Shane Meadows saw him at the Central Television Workshop and cast him in the role of Anthony in the film Dead Man Shoes opposite Paddy Considine. He only had 3 days to prepare for the film, but his sensitive, moving portrayal of a youngster with learning difficulty saw him earn a nomination for the Most Promising Newcomer award at the British Independent Film Awards. It was followed by appearance in Oliver Stone Alexander and Matchpoint, which Woody Allen cast him in without audition after watching him in the Dead Man Shoes. So it showed that Toby Kebbell is actually a very great actor. Next, Kebbell's most critically acclaimed role came in the 2000 biopic of Ian Curtis, Control. He played Rob Gritton, the manager of Joy Division under direction by Anton Corbijn, and won the Best Supporting Actor awards. He had won the Best Indie Film Awards. It was followed by acclaimed role came in the 2000 biopic of Ian Curtis, Control. Next, in 2008, Toby played the title role in Guy Ritchie's Rolla with Tom Wilkinson, Graded Butter, Tandy Newton and Mark Strong. He provided the stand-up performance which is very awesome and amazing as the crack-addicted musician. So, this shows that the two actors in the film was actually a very great actor. Next, there's many actors that had in the film, which is my friend will review about them. So,
I will talk about more character, which is Steve Zahn as Batcave, which is a common chimpanzee who lived in a zoo before the simian flu outbreak and was a hermit before joining Caesar's group. Next is Karin Conover as Maurice, a Bornean orangutan who is Caesar's loyal advisor and friend. Next is Terry Notary as Rocket, a common chimpanzee who is Caesar's brother Pigeon. Next is Ty Olsen as Red, a western lowland gorilla who was once a follower of Koba, now serving the colonel to defeat Caesar. Olsen previously played Chief Hamill in Rise. Other than that is Michael Adam Smith as Luca, who was a western lowland gorilla in Caesar's tribe. Luca was previously played by Scott Lang in Dawn. Next is Judy Greer as Cornelia, which is Caesar's wife. Sarah Kenny as Lake, a common chimpanzee in Caesar's tribe who is also Blue Eyes Man and later Cornelius' caretaker. Next, Devin Dalton as Cornelius at Caesar and Cornelius' younger son and Blue Eyes' younger brother. Dalton previously played Cornelia in Rise. Next is Dr. Zira, which is Dr. Zira was a chimpanzee psychologist and veterinarian who specialized in the study of humans. In the movie Planet of the Apes, Zira was played in the first 3 Apes movies by actress Kim Hunter. Unique among the Apes characters, Zira had hazel eyes. And last is Dr. Zayas was an orangutan leading member of the Ape National Assembly, Minister of Science and also Chief Defender of the Faith. Next, we will talk about moral value.
Some lesson I can learn from this movie. The first one is we must think before we act. The beginning of the story is the powerful scenes of the apes hunting in the field. Caesar tells to Blue Eyes do not move to others' place, but he goes after one of the wildebeests. Chose ensure as a brown bear attack to Blue Eyes, and the other apes have to come to his rescue. Blue Eyes quite action overthinking get many apes and people in trouble. So we must remember that to we must remember that we must think before we act. So this is a very good lesson we can learn in our university life. Second thing is, scar can make us strong. During the bear attack, Blue Eyes is struck by the bear massive and leaving a giant scar across his chest. Koba, one of the elves, tell him that scar can make us strong. So there is the choice based on us, whether we want to scar to make us strong or we want to let the scar to consume us. The third lesson we can learn from this movie is set a time limit of important decision. For example, after running into human, apes have to choose whether they want to hunt down the human or they want to contact them for pieces. Caesars will consult to immediately make decision regarding what to do. Instead of making a hasty decision, Caesar has the wisdom to tell his follower that he will make the decision in the morning. So we can't make hasty decision as leader, and we also cannot let our decision drag out too long. So we need to set a time limit for our decision. So as a summary, we must think before we act in our university life. And we must be strong when we face some challenges, and we must make the decision in the time limit. This is the lesson I learned from this movie. Thank you.
As for me, the lessons that I have learned from this movie is apes and humans have more similarity than we all realize. Due to the increases in failure and consequences, this is a repeated lessons from Dawn of the Planet of the Apes that is cemented even further in this third film. Both primate species love their families, cram to their homes, and possess tangible feelings and emotions that drive their action and personalities. Humanity doesn't have exclusivity to those behavior in this fictional world anymore. The second lesson is the level of mercy within leadership. The threat within the burden of leadership that manifests itself in the central castle reverence and respect come from compassion and nobility. He is matched against a factual Makarov that has lost such capacity for tolerance and quarter. Still, he took acts and commands leadership. The last lesson is the sacrifice required of leaders. Removing the boundary and lines battlefield and fortresses, both castles and Makarov have taken and accepted painful losses as leader and father to get to this point. Both are haunted yet motivated by those sacrificed to not see those fall repeated. Both seek to see their people and their aspiration through the varying opposition and obstacles set between them and an end to their struggle. That's all. Yes.
I want to talk about the review for this movie, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. And let's just start with the word WOW, wow, okay? This was one of the most awesome, thoughtful and enjoyable movie of the year. Many critics have bashed it for being a bit cliche or because of other reasons, but I have to say that I love the movie. I watched it in 3D because the town there I live, it was no option other than 3D. So I watched it in 3D. I thought it was going to be dead for me already because from what I know, from my experience 3D, it was just a way to gain more money because you pay more for spectacles, okay? And at the box office by offering the viewer a device to watch the film that's gonna ruin the experience. Luckily, it did not happen with this movie. I am glad it did not, and I'm actually happy kind of that it's screened in 3D because the 3D changed the feeling for this movie. The 3D format was vivid and actually add to the involvement of the story. Talking about the story was really good, and I am really surprised to say this because I did not expect this movie to impress, surprise and entertain me so much. The key element like the action, the pace and the story were done really well. Congrats to the director. And what I found most interesting was the character development. Every character was stretched so well. I thought I was dreaming because you don't expect this from a summer movie. This summer movie, thought for me, I felt it was done with passion and dedication. It is a great movie and it is one of the year best one for 2014. I recommend you all to watch the movie. I think let's go to the conclusion of this movie.
Okay, I want to talk about. The conclusion is first of all, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is undeniable a dynamic chess-stamp of summer movie. It's dystopian world of community where ragged groups of men and apes battle for dominance is vividly created, right down the gritty death throes at times. The horse riding, grunting, ape, gorilla, monkey, orangutan characters are a bit of CGI brilliance. Second, there are parts of the story that strongly reminded me of spiritual things. The film itself doesn't recognize any faith-focused elements. Its creator would more likely see the story as a secular morality tale or perhaps a parable of extremism in the postmodern world. Then there's the evolutionary side of the tale, but in this case, I'm not talking about the orangutan turns into mountain man transition. No, you long ago figured out that these 4 decades all on-franchise monkey around with that sort of thing. Here I'm focusing the physical kind of evolution. Because Dawn of the Planet of the Apes often feel exactly like what is it? A second installment, a step in behind, a transitional fossil. You know where it's going and what it's doing through every battle. Turn, twist and turn. It's setting up the big trilogy conclusion, of course. So that's all from me. That's all from our group. And thank you.
We are from Lex 2003 Movie Review, Group 86. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.